I guess the most obvious question I have to ask is, what was your knowledge or history with John Woo before the script came your way?
I mean, John Woo's a legend
Yeah.
action and in cinema. So I'd seen most of his films, and obviously the original movie The Killer in 1989. Not in 1989. I saw it later because I was that was the year I was born. But I watched it a bit later. But obviously I'm a huge fan of his work, and other than the original Killer, but also Face Off, Mission Impossible 2. Like he's such a kind of just icon in the genre. So it was really, really exciting to get the opportunity to work with him and revisit one of his most iconic works. Yeah, it was a dream come true, really.
What about you, Omar?
Same. I was like a huge fan of John Woo, and specifically this the specific thing about the kill of the movie. I saw that movie so many times, and for me that was the beginning, like discovering him on this movie, and then when he moved to Hollywood to do that Face Off, of course, was the my favorite, but yeah, the Killer was the movie that I watched so many times with my friend Young, who was like renting the VHS so many times, and with the music of that girl singing. So it was like John Woo is just a master, and he made so many classics. So being doing a movie with him, and doing remaking his own movie that I loved, it was like beyond the dream. Actually, it was really difficult to realize.
Hmm. And Natalie, I was amazed that he hadn't made a movie with a female lead before. I was just shocked when I read that fact. So what's it like kind of like jumping into that Chow Yun Fat role and kind of being his first female lead?
It's really exciting. It feels almost unbelievable. Like I still kind of pinch myself a little when I think about that fact. But I think it speaks to John's sort of desire to sort of, be in the times, like be modern, like push the what he already had done and push it further. Like, how can I switch this up? That shows his kind of his there's no limits to his kind of creativity, and I really appreciated that. But also, like, I felt really the responsibility of being his first kind of female heroine, and female lead, action lead. It felt I realized how huge that was, and I took it very, very seriously. And yeah, I'm just very, very grateful that I got the opportunity.
Yeah, you both done action movies before, and big action movies. I mean, what's the difference being directed and doing action with from John Woo? Like, what's like the big thing that kind of like, oh my God, that's why he's John Woo.
The birds. birds birds, the slow mo, but also like the way the camera is used. It's just his way, to play with the camera, and then having the camera around us is just his way to do it. I had never experienced something like that before.
Natalie, do you
Yeah,
have
I
a?
mean, just to jump on that, it's like you're learning choreography in the scene, but also with the camera. It's like you're dancing, and there's a sort of kind of romantic, balletic nature to it, and the camera is very much in the mix. Whereas I think sometimes with other action, it can be you don't really feel the camera so much, and I thought it was quite an intimate and integral relationship with John.